So how do you load it up? Make sure you press Roblox Studio. Alright, so as you can see, you will see this. Don't worry about that. It does nothing. So whatever. And as you can see, you have your own place. If you don't, you must publish the game. And then you have to click it. And as you can see, and whatever the heck it is. And yeah, you got your own place. So now. So, since you're done everything, so let's see what we can cover. Let's go ahead and make some maps. Alright, so there are going to be two segments. We're going to have a sword fighting game, and we're going to make a platformer game. So battle royale game and a platformer game, battle royale game. Yeah. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a map for the sword fighting game or a battle royale game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert the parts. So things you need to do is I'm gonna set the positioning to this many. So this is like this. And I'm going to do is I'm going to anchor it, make sure it's anchored, or else the map will not work. And I'm going to change the sizing to 520, I think 25, 500. And there you go. Now you have made your own map, but it seems too big, so I'm going to resize it down to about 150, 20 to 150. Alright, so yeah. And I'm going to reposition this thing for a minute. There we go. Now it looks better. And yeah, you'd think this is actually small, so yeah, but now we need borders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this part again, and I'm going to positioning this, and I'm going to size it like this, and move it up. And there you go. Yeah. From my experience, from my recommendation, make sure you put your snap to grid to move as one stud, because that's what you need to use. And then I'm gonna press Control D, which means duplicate, and then I have to move right here. And then I'm gonna press hold Control, and then click the part. And I'm gonna duplicate it again, pressing Control D, and then, and then rotating it. Come on. Reposition this. There we go. And I'm gonna click the part and then hold Shift. And I'm gonna set anchor this. And I'm gonna set transparency this, and then group it and borders. Alright, so yeah, that's actually how to make borders. Now let's go ahead and make your spawns. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the borders, and I'm going to hold Shift to the end, and I'm group it. I'm going to name it map. Or you can name your map whatever you want. So I'm gonna pick basic, because why not? Yeah. Once you're done that, let's go ahead and insert a folder called spawns. And then once you do it, click this part, and then click and hold Shift like this. And then I'm going to do is I'm going to anchor it. Make sure you anchor it and cancel light off. And then I'm going to set transparency to 1. And then I'm going to put inside the spawns right here. And there you go. So now you make your spawn holder. Now let's go ahead and make sure everything is anchored correctly. And yeah, go to your replicate storage and insert a folder called maps. And then I'm going to put it right here. And there you go. Now you have successfully make your own map. And now let's go ahead and go to the round script. And for a quick update, make sure you set your index to 0 for sure for the update. Okay, for update. Please don't hit me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say function module, dot pick map, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to say local maps equals game dot replicated storage dot maps colon get children. Get children means everything. So if you have more maps, so that means get all of them. So we grab all of them. And then I'm gonna do some let's try random. So I'm gonna say local random equals random dot and local chosen map equals game maps random colon next integer one number of maps. I guess to do that. But one simple thing you can do is you can say this. You don't need the random actually for a good way. So you could just say maps. What? Okay, you can say this. Math.random means you can pick one. One is number of maps. You can say this. If you want to do it. So right now we're gonna use the random strat, and what we're gonna do a return. And yeah, that's actually it. And now let's go ahead and go to the pick map. But first, let's go ahead and make our player check. So we're gonna say, and now let's go ahead and get our map. So local chosen map equals round dot pick map, and what we're gonna say is local clone map because we need the map to clone equals chosen map clone with the brackets. Map dot name. Okay, clone map dot name equals map because for making it easier, and then clone map dot parent equals workspace. Now let's go ahead and this is for option only. This is for option only, so we're gonna make the get ready. Get ready in seconds. And yeah. And for that, wait for 1 second, round dot get ready. So, and we're gonna say 10 seconds, but for good settings, we're gonna say local settings, local configure, I'm gonna say, and we're gonna say intermission equals 30 and comma players needed is 2. Oh wait, I need comma, and a get ready is 10. Get ready, and now let's go ahead and teleport to the players. So what I'm going to do is we're going to need to have an if statement, so we need spawn check. If clone map, if they have spawns, then good, and And we're gonna add an else statement and warn you haven't put any spawns. There we go. So basic, you need a spawn. So how many spawns did I put? I put 16 spawns. So when you're making a map, make sure you need a player limit. So if it's 16 maps, so you need 16 players. So it's 32 spawns. Then it will be 32 spawns. Now let's go ahead and make the teleportation mode. Well, firstly, after that, we're gonna make a local players for IV in pairs. So game.players plugin players. So we're gonna instantly table.inserting for players colon v. So as you can see, so we're instantly putting it. And actually, we should remove the print statement, so it's just for testing. And let's go ahead and use function space module dot TP players. So we're gonna say TP players. So now the first statement is players and or PRLS whatever, and for spawns. And then yeah. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say for IV in pairs PRLs no, and if v dot character, then so if it's a character, local char equals v dot character. If char colon find first child, if they have spawns, if they have the humanoid root parts. So humanoid root part is definitely the main part of your avatar. So if you're struggling to have the torso, or that's currently lacking for the R6 and R15, so we definitely need the humanoid root part. So if it's a humanoid root part, then I'm going to say this: char dot humanoid root part dot position. No, C frame. So C frame is a different positioning. So we're going to say C frame, and we'll say spawns one dot position. I'll tell you why I put that. And then I'm going to say table dot remove, and we'll say spawns 1. So and do the round dot AP players. Now, well, the first one is players, and this one's going to be a clone map dot spawns colon get children. All right, so that's what it is. So the reason why I put a 1, because get children is a table. Actually, get children is a table. So spawns, whenever you put inside the table, it's always a table. So yeah, that's why. Sorry. Now let's try to do the GUI placements, and let's go ahead and make the countdown GUI. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a text label and set this, and then I'm gonna set positioning to the center, so 0.5, 0, 0.5, and sizing is gonna be 1, and this is gonna be about 2.5. Whoops. Bam. And yeah, and I'm gonna set text scale on, and I'm gonna pick red because red's my favorite color. And I'm gonna set transparency stroke is 0, and I'm gonna set white, and then I'm gonna do transparency to 1, and I'm gonna change the font to Gotham, and then now this was gonna say this, so it's say 3, 2, 1, go. That's what it's gonna say. So let's make it blank, and this one's gonna say CD text for this. So now I'm gonna duplicate this, and I'm gonna say clients, and yeah, I'm gonna remove whatever the heck it is. So let's go ahead and make our event. So let's make a folder, and we're gonna say events, and I'm gonna say remote events. So I'm gonna say countdown. So we're gonna say countdown, and for the round, I think you should say game.replica. So it should events dot countdown colon fire all clients. So fire all clients means all the clients, so everything. So I'm gonna say client, say game.replica.events dot countdown dot on client event colon connect function. So when am I say this? So I'm gonna do a for loop for I equals 3, 0, 1, 2. So yeah, so it's 3, 2, 1, go. So that's 4 times. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to say. So let me do this. So I'm gonna say local cd text equals script.parent colon wait for child equals cd text countdown text dot visible equals true, cd equals true, and we're gonna set the cd text to false, and we're gonna say true, and then the text, and then the cd text dot text, and we'll say I, and wait for 1 second. Now let's make the if statement. If I equals 0, then cd text dot text equals go, and there you go. And let's go ahead and set it to false. If you want to add sound effects, you could just I'll just come back with that later. As you can see, basic is selected. Now let's get ready in 8 seconds, so we should wait. Oh, why does not work? Okay, so I forgot. So the mistake is that I forgot to position the C frame because they're not the same. Let's do C frame, shall we? Okay. Hey! Look at now. So as you can see, we got our own. As you can see, we got our own timeline. So as you can see, it now actually works properly. Now, one thing I spotted is I need to set it to false. Actually, why not? So yeah, that is how you make a countdown. And now let's go ahead, and what y'all been waiting for is the round script. But first, let me just make a wait for 1 second. Wait for 1 second for a little bit of delay. And now let's go ahead and make a round script. But how can we give everyone swords to the game? So where is the sword? So what I'm gonna do is let me just search up sword. And it tells you to put this in the starter pack. Don't actually. And let me put this in the server storage right here. And let's go ahead and go to round script. And let's go ahead. But first, if you're teleporting players, you need two things. You need to add tags to the game. So function module dot add tags. So it's for the players. Here, so we're gonna say for IV in pairs, PRLs, new local tag equals instance not new equals bool value. Then we say tag dot name equals in-game tag. So who the tag is supposed to be who is in the game, and we say tag dot parent equals v. And yeah, that's supposed to be it. And let's go ahead and give everyone the sword. So I'm gonna say this. So local sword, I think I could put this in a local sword equals game.serverstorage.sword. Classic sword clone. Sword.parent equals v.backpack. And yeah, let's put this on the main. So let's go ahead and put round.add tags, and we say players, and you just put players. That's actually it. And now let's go ahead and go to the round script. So you say function.module.round. So we're gonna say round started. I think we're gonna say round main. So yeah, so now let's go ahead. This is supposed to be the main of the round, okay? So what we're gonna say is for I equals, so I'm gonna say this limits. So I'm gonna say limits. Limits colon 0 -1 2, and we're gonna say status dot value equals you have against left be the last man standing. As you can see, there we go. Now this is the battle royale game, so do your own concept. If you want to stick with this one, you can. So now, as you can see, let's go ahead and wait this for 1 second. But first, now let's go ahead and loop every players, local players, to a table for IV in pairs. Whoops, not physical properties, pairs. Game.players colon get players do if they have a in-game tag, then table dot insert players v. And see, now we have all the players. There we go. But first, let's make the winners. So we're gonna say local winners is a table. And see, if they have it's, then you'll have the tag actually. Then we'll insert two players so they will know who's left. And let's go ahead and give a check. Let's do an if statement check. If if the number, if the number of players, is 1, then we're gonna break. Then we're gonna break it. Yeah, we're gonna break it. And let's go ahead and make the outcome. Local result, actually. Local results. Then I'm gonna say this. Result equals winner. Oh, oops, I forgot equals winner. And then I have to say table dot insert. I'm gonna say winners. So winners, the first argument is actually for the table, and then I have to say players bracket 1. As you see, so who is the last man standing? All right, so I have to make 3 of them. So if it's none, oops, and we're going to result is no one. And if I is equal to 0, then thumbs up. Then it will break it. And we're gonna say this: if result is winner, then I'm gonna say this: status dot value equals winner is winners plot 1 dot name. So the name of the winner is Anobot, or it is gonna say this: Anobot 309 or excellent win, like that. And if they won, we have to give them the lead. We need to do this. So winner 1 dot leader stats dot wins dot value equals we can copy and paste that plus 1. And then for the coins, you can just pick your own coins, whatever you want. So I'm gonna change up the code. For the coins, you have to change some of the code. There you go. So the reward, how much you want to code. You want 15 coins or 30 coins or 50 coins. But right now I'm gonna pick 30 coins. And we're gonna do an else if statement. Else if results is no one, then, because there's more, and I'm gonna copy this statement and I'm gonna say no one wins, and we're gonna do another statement again because there are 3 of them. Else if results is times up, then times up. There we go. And we're gonna get a little bit of waiting delay, so I'm gonna say 3 seconds for short. And that's actually it. You made your own round statement. And let's go ahead and go to the main. Round main, and I'm gonna say about 120 seconds. So how long? And I can just do this. Round duration, rounder. I can say this, and I can do this. Figure that. This. All right, that's right. And if you want to, whatever. So now let's go ahead and make the cleanup statement. So we need to wrap it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say this: clone map will destroy. Clone map will destroy, and we're gonna say round. Whoops, function. Whoops, module dot clean up, and it will say for IV in pairs. Right, be in pairs. So it's game dot players get player get players do, and what I'm gonna say, if they have the tag, if find first child, if they have the in-game tag, then so if they have the tag, then for underscore tool in pairs, v colon care v dot packed colon get children. So we need to don't give anyone the gears. So we're gonna insert a int value for this, because why not? We're gonna say price if tool of first child, if they have the price, then tool will destroy. We're gonna do the same thing also, but with character. We're gonna do the same thing with the character, but this one's gonna be a little bit different. So we're gonna say this: if v is a tool, then it will destroy. It will just destroy, and will destroy. So yeah, I think that's actually supposed to be it. We're gonna say round dot cleanup, and yeah, that's actually supposed to be it for this. So now let's go ahead and test that crap out. So if I kill him, wait, and you can see it doesn't work because we didn't script that. So we're not done yet. We're going to have to go to the leaderboard and duplicate it. We're gonna call it char handler. And then once you go here, we're going to remove some of the data store thing, whatever you want, so it's not important for that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to say player dot character added, come on, connect function, and we'll say char dot humanoid dot died, so connect, so function. So if the humanoid dies, we're gonna do this. So you say if player, find first child, if they have the in-game tag, then player dot in-game on destroy. As you can see, although the technical delay is still not working right now, that's okay. Now let's just kill this dude. As you can see, I am the winner, which is called I'm Player 2. And as you can see, it actually kind of works. It works. So now I'm controlling. Now I'm controlling him. Now I'm gonna kill this dude. And I am the winner is player 1's. And yeah, that's actually kind of work. Okay, one thing you may see is the delay of it. Is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say wait 4 seconds because I added wait 1 because that's what I actually put. And yeah, I think that's how you fix it.